Hello, my name is Lindsay Hebert and I'm the performance manager here at the Edinburgh Dungeon, and we're going to be doing a bit of a makeup masterclass with you, showing you a few of the looks that we use here in the dungeon. We're going to be using some MAC makeup products as we have a partnership with the MAC makeup brand, but we are also going to be using some different makeups that you can pick up in your local costume stores, which are water-based makeups and they wash off quite easily. Okay, so the first product that we use for the Black Jester is the MAC Face and Body, and we actually use a little bit more of this product for this character. Usually the characters that we do here at the dungeon, we're trying to give them a more realistic sort of TV film style of makeup, so it looks a bit scarier because they look just like you and me. With this character, because he's a jester, he wants to be the centre of attention, so he looks much more like he's actually wearing some makeup. So we just make his face look a lot paler by using just a little bit more of the Face and Body product. And again, you just got to make sure that you rub it in, especially if you've got any facial hair. You just give it a good rub in and it gives us a nice even skin tone. The next product that we're going to use is, again, we're going to be using the MAC Sculpt powders, and we're going to use them in Definitive and Sculpt again. And basically we're just wanting to make the jester's eyes sink a little bit more into his face. So we just use a little bit of the product just on the eyes. And just ever so slightly under. And then we're going to use a slightly darker one, the Definitive, just in the corners, just to bring the nose in ever so slightly and make him just look a little bit darker. The next product that we're going to use are the MAC eyeshadows. We use these eyeshadows in Fig and also Blackberry, and this is just to create a bit of a bag underneath the jester's eyes. He's probably had quite a few late nights. So again, you're just following the natural line underneath the eye and the natural bag that we all have, and it's just creating shadows, and underneath the lights inside the dungeon it just makes him look a bit more tired and his skin a little less healthy. We are going to use the paint stick in red ever so slightly just around his nose, just to give the impression that his skin's not in the best condition. That's the first sort of place where your skin starts to crack, is around your nose. Okay, the next product that I'm going to use is just a normal black face paint, which is readily available in most costume places, and especially during Halloween time you can generally pick up face paints, which are quite traditional colours like your oranges, your blacks and your reds from most costume places. So we're going to be using a black. You just put a little bit of water on your makeup brush, and then for the Black Jester, all we're going to do is we're going to take a black line underneath the eye and we're just going to bring it out slightly as we go out, a bit like a wing. So you don't need to be too neat about this, because obviously the jester would have done his own makeup. And then just bring the line. And then what we're also going to do is bring the line down, because he's quite a dark jester. So we're going to bring the line down his face ever so slightly. And it's almost like a tear effect. You just fill in any gaps that you've got. And then again, just underneath the eye. So I would say that this was quite an easy one to do for a Halloween look. And then at the top I'm just bringing the sides in ever so slightly, just to make it look a bit more like a tear. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do Ewan's lips, and the Black Jester, as his jokes aren't that funny, doesn't get to laugh very often, so we're just going to paint the lips out. And then in the corners we're just going to bring the black line out. And there's your Black Jester look.